Welcome along to round 8, second season with Williams, and we are up to P5 in the standings. I really hope you are enjoying it. We had a decent race out at Monaco last time, plus 14 points. The only problem was our pit crew are letting us down. We haven't got on top of managing that pit crew just yet, and as you'll be able to see, they're pretty exhausted, and that's really what is costing us. I'm trying to manage it. They're on weary. I'm trying to just manage it as best I can, but because I'm new to the game, it's a bit more difficult. So that it is getting there slowly. Now we have got the Spanish GP, and we know the car attributes. Top speed is recommended, and the crucial is the medium speed. Now, if we go and look at our cars, medium speed, crucial, we are 6th, and our top speed is 7th. So we've got a good chance. High speed is first. Now, that is backwards a little bit because there's a few cars doing some upgrades at the moment, and we have got upgrades on the way. We've got a rear wing that we're focusing on, which has been delayed, so now 7 days, so it'll be ready potentially and manufactured for the next one. But we're going to get into it. We're going to hope to get both cars into Q3 yet again, and hopefully we have no drama like we did last year. So let's get into Q1. It is partly cloudy and we are just managing our parts. What we tend to do is for the practice sessions we move out and put some worse parts off, and then in qualifying and race mode we will use some of our better, fresher parts, trying to just manage the load really. Gearbox obviously we're going to keep using for for the practice sessions anyway. ERS will swap around again, and same with the engine, we will do that too. So looking at car 2 performance, should be a top 10 car. Let's look at car 1's performance, should be a top 10 car as well. Top speed, DRS is our struggle. Our rear wing will sort that out. So let's find out in qualifying how we get on. Can we get both cars into the top 3, and how well will we do? We're going to go early. We don't need to do any of this big team stuff of just waiting around. We're going to get out there, we're going to set a time, see if it's good enough to save our parts and not run again. So across the line we go, normal rubber, high grip, and we're going to do a 112.4. Porsche is going to do a 112.5. So very respectable times, and hopefully that sees us. Zhou Guan Yu 1.1 seconds off the pace. That looks very solid indeed. I think it's fair to say we are not going to risk this. We've got yellow flag, Alonso spun, but we're 5 tenths off the pace to the Red Bulls. We know that's pretty much what they run these days at the moment, and I mean 7 tenths now. We're not going to drop out of Q1. We've got that development in the car enough now where we can get safely through. So P5 and P7 is our time. And that is, look at that for Verstappen. 3 tenths quicker on his own than his own teammate. And it's going to be used tyres for Q2. Again, trying to just save the tyres for when we really need them later on in this session. We're going to go straight away. Let's send them both out. Let's put our lap time in again, and then we'll actually watch lap 2. There's a few cars coming out of the pits annoyingly. That might hurt us a little bit, especially Ocon in the way. But across the line, a 112.7, and Porsche does a 112.9. So chances that, I think that's a good second off Verstappen's time. I think we're going early on a run here because I just don't want to risk this. We are like 8 tenths off. We've got a Mercedes right behind us as well, annoyingly. Hopefully they're on a lap. Oh my god, why have you moved out of the way as you start your lap? Are you stupid, Albon? What are you doing? What a waste. Why would you even do that? That is going to be a terrible first sector. A 29.0 compared to a 21.8. That is shocking. And it's all because he moved aside on the pit straight. Just why would you do that? I don't get it. But Porsche has improved. 21.8 and a 29.0. Look at the gap. We want to get ahead of Ocon. That is key here. And where do we do? Across the line we go. We don't get ahead of Ocon, interestingly. And I think we're definitely going to go again. Well, maybe. Maybe we don't have to go again. I'm not going to... Leclerc's going to improve. I'm going to risk it, folks. I am going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Can we get through without running again? Magnussen is slower. We've committed. We have well and truly committed to this. We drop down to P6, P7, P8, 7. Ah, we're going down. Hamilton surely improved. Hamilton doesn't improve. Wow, we've scraped it. Oh my god, that was closer than I thought. We were getting confident, too confident. And look at that. Lewis Hamilton goes out again in Q2. And we just scraped through, even though they weren't some great laps. Look at Red Bull, 4 tenths clear. And now it's Q3 time. I'm going to go on these very, very slightly used tyres and these. Let's get a lap in. And then, hopefully, this is where it counts. We'll send Albon. We always send Albon. Porsche must be getting pretty fed up of that. So these two are out to set the lights, set the times. They're going to get a clear lap as well. We need improvement. 21.9, 21.9, a 13.2. Obviously on used tyres. Obviously. Jesus, I was panicking. Go in Q3. New tyres are bolted to the cars. And we are out quite comfortably. So we are actually putting some really bad laps for P9 and P10. Look at Hulkenberg in P6. That shows you how bad our lap times actually were. So we've got to improve this time around or it will be curtains. Can we see what the times were? Yeah, 1.1 seconds off the pace. That is not strong at all. But it comes down to this. Porsche and Albon got a lot of time to make up. We should get clear runs as well because everyone has started their laps and anyone coming out now is going to be too late. So we're going to get no traffic. It's going to be raw pace for Williams in this Q3 session. What can we do? We've got to improve surely on these new tyres. Porsche and Albon. Albon coming through the first sector, 21.8. What about Porsche? 21.8 as well. So both matching each other at the moment. We don't need massive amounts to gain though. Through the middle sector we are coming. What is it going to be? A 29.0 and a 28.9. Porsche taking the advantage here. Surely we're going to be moving up, maybe even to P5. Cross the line. Alex Albon goes P5 for Albon. What about Porsche, who was going quicker? He goes into P5 and we are taking P5 and P6. Ocon hasn't improved. Stroll's gone purple, but he's getting held up now. Stroll getting held up by Alonso. Surely he's not going to improve through this middle sector. He is stuck behind him. That is teammate sabotage. Finally gets out the way. He's gone green. He must have had such a bad lap. What are they doing? Stroll, I don't know how Stroll's improved. That was crazy. But we are P6, P7. That is, I mean, look at that. We are a second off the pace to Red Bull. That is just stupid. Alonso in the Aston Martin's very respectable. Sainz down in P10. Both Mercedes out. And it is time. We know what happened here last year. It was carnage. It could be carnage again. No one likes his first corner in Spain. The benefit is we're starting quite high up. Right, start mediums, softs and hards. Right, this is going to be fun. 66 laps of a absolute blast in Spain with plenty of... We haven't seen safety cars yet, really. So this is going to be interesting. Softs don't look like they managed too good. So we're going to see what happens. And we're going to just pause and set off battle assist when we race. Where are we going to start? So let's just put on tactical battle assist. Let's get on board with, it'll go Porsche, I reckon. P6 and P7 for the team. First corner's always drama. And we're through. There is a crash. Multiple car has crashed. Albon says he's crashed, but he's not. He's alright. No way. No way, Albon. Esteban Ocon, who's there. Oh, just clips. We do manage to keep the position, but we are damaged. We've got minor damage. But I'm going to leave him out until the pit stop at the moment. Ocon is just continuing now. So we're still there. We're going to see what happens to Albon though, and just see how much his front wing really starts to hurt him. I mean, suspension has got major damage. And Albon's got a penalty. How did Albon get a penalty for that? He just got turned in on. I think Albon's going to struggle in this race, personally. Pourchaire's got a great chance against Leclerc. Obviously, we'll wait for the old thingy to come out. 48% tyres as well. This almost feels like we're going to have to retire the car. We've got major damage. Ocon's in the pits. I don't know if it's worth just leaving him out here. We're trying to push with Pourchaire. Let's deploy. See if there's any movement. And Albon's going backwards. Albon is going backwards. I think this is game over for Alex. I really do. He's got major suspension damage, minor front wing damage. We might as well save the engine. Because we are... Look how slow we are. I mean, what is around us? They are on a few softs. He's got poor tyres. What we'll do was we'll pit onto hards. We'll change the front wing. And we've got a time penalty. And we'll see if Albon can lap in any respectable paces. Here comes Pourchaire into P5. What a move by Pourchaire. He is now ahead of the Ferrari. That is a fantastic move. Chasing hard. But so annoying for Mr. Albon. Down the straight we go again. Ferrari is coming back at us. I don't think they're going to be able to make the job on the hard tyres. Albon's in. We're going to test his pace. We'll test it in comparison to what's around. And we'll start to now conserve off. Let's deploy, just see if we can break the gap. Albon served his penalty. It's a very slow stop. And he is back out. Wow, down the field. Where's Ocon? Ocon's just coming around the final corner. Pourchaire's down the straight. He's getting attacked by Leclerc. We are lapping quicker, but Leclerc is going to have the luxury of DRS. We have actually got a green sector there. Let's top up. Can we keep the Ferrari behind? At the minute, we absolutely can. We're going to check on the pace though. 24.6 for Albon. He's going to, I mean, he's still got to complete a lap here. Just to see, I don't know how badly damaged his suspension really is. So he does a 150. Who's on hard tyres from the back? Well, okay, Ocon's on hard tyres. And Ocon did a 20.7. So let's just see what sort of time he puts in. And we're catching Stroll nicely here. We're going to just use everything down the straight. And then top back up. So let's have a look how our time is. 20.7. We might have to retire this car. I don't think we're going to get any points. We haven't even got the strategy to do this, by the way. We'll leave him out for a few laps. 20.7. So 20.1. So his lapping quicker is Albon. But the only thing is, as hard tyres is only of Leclerc, and he's in the 118.1s. So we'll leave him out, but we'll monitor it as we go. Sadly, Leclerc on the hard tyres in the Ferrari now comes back at us. And around the inside, that Ferrari is going to take some time away from us. Hmm. What do we do? I mean, look at that. We're over a pit stop behind Ricciardo. We're coming back, though, at the Ferrari. We're going to probably deploy, actually, down the straight. Let's see what we can do. It is Ferrari time again in this race. Chasing hard. DRS opens. We are side by side. Can we move through? It looks like we have at the moment. We've deployed. And we have, at the moment, got back ahead. But the Ferrari's got good acceleration. But we take the inside line this time. And we are back through with Porsche into P5. Albon, what is his lap times like? 20.7. He's lapping slower than Ocon now. And I'm just thinking about protecting some of them. There's no way we're going to get through with major damage. Chassis and suspension is taking the damage. Just want to see, with 58 seconds, we're over a pit stop behind Ricciardo. So I think I'm going to make the option. I am going to find out in a minute how to call the car in. But that is just not good, is it? We've still got ERS battle assist on, interestingly. I never forget to take that off. I can't find the button to call the car. It's got to be on here. There you go. So it's under tyres. I think that's it. I don't think we can do it as the Ferrari comes back at us. But Albon is just 38 seconds off the pace. He's not even going to get anywhere. 20.2 though. Let's leave him for a minute. Let's leave him. Let's not. Into turn one we go again. Ferrari versus Williams. That is a music to my ears to say that. And they've moved back ahead. And look at the tyres. They are not good on our front. We kind of need to extend this stint as well. But we're bang there still. Trying to get past. So it's not over until it's over. Albon is just cruising. As now we go again. We're going to deploy. We don't want that camera. We could have this camera. We could have this camera. Or we could have a move up the inside. We finally get the camera. We're done. We're into P5 again. Topping and turning with Mr. Leclerc. P5, but we're not going to stay that way. You know it. Me and you both. Let's deploy. Out of the corner. We'll top back up again. As the Ferrari comes back at us. Looks like we've got just enough gap though this time. But you never know. Because that Ferrari is going to go round the outside. We are just going to hold position. And we're actually closing up a bit here. Everyone's starting to struggle a bit. And it is Alex Albon who's starting to pick up the pieces. A 19.7 last time round with fuel getting a bit lower. And he's only a few tenths off a lap. So maybe the bit of crossover when the tyres start to go down. We'll see him just close up. But I don't think he's going to get any points today. But obviously a red flag or a safety car could bring us right back into it. Although we can't change absolutely everything on the car. We're not going to change anything really. Might be able to change suspension. Because it's damaged. But there we go again. Leclerc getting back through. This is a bit of a DRS kind of battle really. Obviously Porsche is struggling a bit more on the tyres. But we're going to stay close. We are going to deploy again out of the corner. Because that's what we like doing. DRS opens up. We're going to go. We're not going to try and move this time. We're going to wait for the straight. And we're going to deploy again out of the final corner. Can Porsche get back through the Ferrari? We come down the straight. Entered the pit window. Are we going to make a move? No, we are not. Maybe that's a sign that the tyres are just dying out. I want to do one more lap to be fair. With Porsche. And then we'll bring him in the pits. He's in that Ferrari sandwich. Still, if we can get P6, our focus is on Porsche. If we can get P6, that would be absolutely great. And he's coming back still. We've still got some pace in there. So we'll keep out for another lap. But I think this will be the last lap. We're going to push everything. We are going to pit for hard tyres. So down the straight. We've deployed everything we can for this final in lap. We're going to try and go around the outside, but kind of bottled that out, and he's really attacking now is the Williams driver. Through sector 1. Still just trying, this time to the outside. Obviously tyres really struggling. We've gone to the outside as well here, and what a move by Porsche. We're going to top up now. I hope to see that again. It's not going to show us, I don't think. That was a fantastic move. And after all of that, Porsche now comes into the pits. That's a great little effort on that in-lap to get ahead. And Bottas is in as well. So an early pit stop. Williams team are going to absolutely do us here. Oh my god, 5.5 second team! Our pit stops are so bad. It's frustrating. We've got yellow flag. Yellow ahead. It's not Albon. Russell has spun. We need a safety car. We need to catch Albon up. And he's lost it on exit by the look of it. Oh, he has, into the gravel. He has lost it. We're pushing Porsche. Because that big pit stop is a nightmare that we've lost. So we're just going to warm these tyres up. Fuel will cut down. And we'll get the tyres in the window, which is about to hit. Get to about 100 degrees. And we're over 100. Still need a bit warmer though. Maybe in the 110s. But down the straight, P14 after a few pit stops. We are now just going to manage them tyres. Albon still P19. But, yeah, there's not a lot we can do with really him. So on lap 22, Porsche has encountered a little bit of traffic. And it's the Alfa Romeo of Danny Ricciardo who has lost it. Alonso's jumped us. That's because of our 5-second pit stop issue. So we are losing out big time here. We're deploying everything. We're going to go to the outside. And we are going to go all the way round the outside. Great little move. And Sainz and Leclerc are both in now as well. Where are we going to come with Porsche though here? And Leclerc is just coming out. Porsche is going down the straight, and Porsche is going to get ahead of both Ferraris. There must have been a big issue in the pits, double stacking, and then also having a pit issue. So Ferrari's downfall is our gain yet again here. And on lap 23, we move up to P6, and Hamilton has still got a pit on some very used medium tyres. Porsche and Albon. I just don't want to bring him in because of. But I'm going to retire him. I am going to retire Albon because there is no point. We could get a red flag still, but I just don't think it's worth the risk of putting him out there. And Magnussen is really catching us now. He's on some mediums that are stronger than ours at the minute. Obviously, we're on the hards. Is he going to get ahead of us? He is, and we'll let him go if he does go, because he's on a faster tyre. But we are coming back though, Porsche. He doesn't want to give this position up. The new racecraft of Theo into P6. I just do not want to accelerate these hard tyres any more than I have to. Perez is in. But Red Bulls don't matter to us. They are dead to us because they are so far ahead. You can see a gaggle of cars behind. And at the moment, on lap 25... we've managed just to pull 5 tenths. Now well, it was a second. It's gone back down again. But we are topping up all the time. That's what's going to be in our favour later in the race. Magnussen, I mean, he's going to get past at some point. Was lapping until he caught us a lot quicker. Magnussen's on 71% mediums. Hamilton's got to be pitting shortly, though. We're only just this little straight away. Does Hamilton come into the pits? What's Hamilton lapping like? We are second quicker. Hamilton goes on again. Really lasting them out. Magnussen still coming back at us, annoyingly. And this is probably going to be a move as well. Down into turn 1. The Haas back for another attempt. But this Williams has got good acceleration sometimes. And he's coming back at him, Porsche. Yes. He's back through. Porsche is not giving up. And now we've got the Alpine of Ocon, who obviously was involved in that first corner incident, in the way. Sainz is coming back quick. Sainz is on softs. And remember, we'll be going to mediums at the end of this race. Hamilton still not pitted. But the lap times, we are a second a lap quicker. 1.4, 1.5 seconds. And there is that Ferrari who is hunting us down. But we've got the inside line on the Haas. We're going to keep that at bay. And that Ferrari is rapid at the moment. We're going to go back to neutral. Making for a thriller. Sainz and Magnussen, take yourselves out, mate. Happily. Don't worry about me. Leave me through. We're in P6. The sole remaining Williams. Yellow flag. But that's gone. It was Ocon locking up, who's at the back anyway. No one really cares about that one. So down the straight again. Hamilton now just hits his grid position. Go his pit box. Ferrari coming. The Haas is coming. The Ferrari is going to go round the outside. That's not good news for us, because that puts Sainz right on our tail. Obviously, we are fighting Ferrari in this race. But he's used quite a lot of that soft tyre. 73%. So, at the minute, he's not necessarily in position A. He does go through, as expected, but obviously he's going to have to pit. Can we see what tyres everyone's gone? We can. Carlos Sainz has gone medium softs. We have gone soft hards so far. And the gap you can see now out. So we have dropped Magnussen 8 tenths, but Sainz has dropped us. So he still can't shake off this Haas, and he's overtook us. Leclerc's coming back through as well. Sainz, look at that, on them soft tyres over the last few laps, is absolutely bolted clear. And he's now got 3.5 seconds. We're going to come back on the Haas. Maybe DRS and a sign that the mediums are finally going off. 53%. But again, down the straight we go. There is literally Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Leclerc and Gasly all behind us. And there's another move from the Haas. We've got good acceleration to keep them at bay at the moment. But they're going to try what Theo does and go round the inside. Can we hold off? We've got the inside line for the next corner. Yes, we can. This is frustrating. We're obviously holding a lot of cars up here. And we're going to try and now just deploy. Can we get forward? Tyres are... We're managing the tyres really nicely at the minute. And now we're just pulling away again. We've pulled away very quickly. It is a second we've pulled to the Haas, just to give us a bit of breathing space. Let's deploy again through here. 6 tenths the gap now. If we can start eking this out, break the toe, that is going to be a lifesaver for us. We're only 3.5 behind Sainz, and we are actually lapping quicker very slightly than Sainz last time round. ERS is drained. Yeah, alright mate. We know. We're trying to battle here. Don't need to know about booming ERS. I'll top up, and we'll fight again, because Magnussen's going to be coming back at us with Hulkenberg, Leclerc, Gasly. And into turn 1, the Haas goes to the outside. He's going to make the move. Is he going to keep hold of it? We're on the inside again. It's a role reversal of the previous laps, and we have kept ahead. We're going to use a bit of fuel here, because we don't want to get stuck in this battle. We want to lead the battle based on lap time that we want to do. So we'll keep it, just tuck it down again now. Got a nice 3 tenths. What is the gap? 45% tyres. Medium's surely got to start reducing. But obviously we're only on hard, so maybe not. This probably is going to be a move. We have dropped some pace. We've defended well. The line's good from Porsche. The line is very good. We're not massively pulling away Sainz from us at the minute. As you can see, 5 tenths on that lap. So he'll pit again. We'll pit again. And we'll see what we can do. We are looking after ERS here. Put the battle assist on. But look at this. I mean, that's Gasly in the back. In P10. We are in P6 though. We are net P6 at the moment. Leclerc is not using them soft tyres to his advantage. Nor is Hulkenberg. Into turn 1 to go again. We still hold out, 49%. Sainz hasn't really got up the road either. I mean, he has done 9 tenths quicker last lap. So a lot quicker than us. But I still want to stretch this out for the mediums. And they're right behind us again. It is Magnussen. It's just so much more quicker than us. On a 7% extra, sort of 8% less mediums. They're surely going to start dropping off. They're going to keep topping up. Yes, and they're in the pits. That is massive for us. We've entered the pit window, but I want to extend just ever so slightly. We've got soft tyres behind. What is the gap? 7 tenths. Magnussen. Pit stop issue as well. That helps us hard tyres going on. We don't have to go to the hard tyres. We'll be going to the mediums, but I just want to extend the stint ever so slightly if we can. Surely Hulkenberg. I mean, Pourchaire's gone green in the first sector. He didn't in the middle. But surely Hulkenberg is about to pit. And he does. So he's out the way. Leclerc now sets his sights on us. And obviously that we are going to be a sitting duck for Leclerc in the Ferrari. So this is just a matter of time. But we're holding out. He'll probably pit this lap. And what tyres has Leclerc got? Leclerc is going to go hard, soft, probably mediums, the same as we will. But we're going to have an extra couple of laps. I don't like how close that medium tyre is to the end. That is what I don't like. Into the corner we go. The Ferrari takes us. And I think Ferrari are probably going to double stack again here. He does. That Ferrari pits. Oh, Leclerc doesn't pit. Okay. Gives us DRS. So Sainz in. We need a pit stop issue. That is a pit stop issue. I'm sure it is a pit stop issue. So that is what we need. Because that does help us. Where does Sainz come out? Behind the Haas of Hulkenberg. Big loss. And surely it'll be good job Leclerc didn't pit. Yellow flag. But that's gone. It's gone quickly. Ricciardo locking up down in P17. Surely the Ferrari pits now. So, virtual safety car. And that is our cue to hit the pits. That is our cue. Alonso has crashed. That is a place for us. Turn 4, what happened? Oh, lost it. Lost it on exit. So mediums it's going to be. I don't think we're going to manage the softs for... I can't see what lap we're on, annoyingly. Lap 43. I'm not going to risk 23 laps of softs. So we are going to come into the pits. And it's going to be a cheap pit stop. Really, we should get out ahead. We might get out ahead of Leclerc, who we have got a 20-second gap over. We don't need an issue, though, please. Please, not an issue now. We are making an issue on every pit stop. We've got to sort that out. But in we come under the VSC. Medium tyres at the ready. Come on, team. Let's go. I mean, I'm celebrating 3.3. That is ridiculous. But out we come. P5, 3 seconds ahead of Leclerc. So we're going to just go standard. We're going to conserve. We're going to harvest everything until this VSC ends. So VSC is ending. We've got 1.3 kilograms of the fuel. And we are about to get the show back on the road. So away we go. Green light. Green flags here. And, oh my God. Hamilton didn't pit under the VSC. Wow. So that's going to move us up to P4 in this battle for getting further. Perez has still got a pit maybe as well, but I mean they are like a minute and 8 seconds ahead. So we've got to see how we do. Leclerc is going to hunt us down. Sainz is going to hunt us down. But Sainz is on the hards. Let's see. Let's see how we get on. But Hamilton is our next target. He's 9.7 up the road. Well, it didn't take too many laps, did it? Just a couple of laps later, Leclerc is all over the back of us. 9% tyres used compared to ours, so we are holding the advantage on the tyre. Sainz we've dropped to 4.3, and I'm not even going to bother really just attacking and defending here. the Ferrari's got so much more of a better car that we'll let him go. But I tell you what, we'll fight back. And as we come through, it is Ferrari versus Williams. Perez is in. And that is a great move back by Porsche. What a man. Coming on leaps and bounds. And at the minute, we are holding the attack of Leclerc. Perez has had a pit stop issue. It's not going to bother us unless literally they forget to put the wheels on. And we have got 8% better tyres than Charles. Charles is now going to come back at us down this straight. Here he comes with the DRS wide open, but doesn't really get too close. Now, fuel we are pushing. We're just going to conserve down. I do think this race is not not lost on us yet. I think P4 is a real possibility. After Albon crashing, that would be a fantastic result. But tyres are just going to keep looking after. We have got 8% over Mr. Leclerc. And we are lapping slightly faster, but obviously they are stuck right behind us. And can't take our eyes off this just yet. Here he comes again, Leclerc. But again, we're just getting a bit more traction out the corner. We're going to deploy down the straight. See what we can do. But, I mean, Red Bull domination continues here in Spain. But we've pulled 5.4. It's a shame for Albon that really he finished. I mean, we're in a battle with Alpine. And obviously Ocon's at the back. Gasly's going to limit the gap. But Sainz is pushing him. So we could do with Sainz getting past Gasly. And that will drop the points from Gasly himself. But what's Gasly on? Oh, I mean, that's a pretty close battle that will be. Let's stay on that down the straight. Is the Ferrari going to come past? He goes to the inside. And at the moment, if he can keep the inside, as he comes back, he's going to take him, I think. Oh, what a battle. Is the Ferrari going to squeak ahead? No. It is Gasly who sneaks ahead still. Theo Porsche, who comes home for a massive P4. What a run by Theo Porsche. That is fantastic. Gasly has dropped back from Sainz as well. And Hamilton, the last car to cross the line. We have done it again. No double points, sadly. But Theo Porsche with a terrific result. Up 2 places. Obviously, Albon, we retired the car. Look after the engine. It's 12 points for Theo. And that does move him up to 11th in the championship. The key thing is, look, another 6 points ahead of Alpine. And actually, another 8 ahead of Mercedes. So we are actually closing on Mercedes. Poor stop for Albon. Obviously, he had his pit stop change. And a wheel nut mistake on Porsche. So bad news for Albon. 4 million in the bank for the Williams team. We'll take that. Theo moves to performance rating 80. Albon moves up to an 84 as well. And I don't really want to look at this. Ugh! Chassis is gone. Suspension is gone. And we've got medium risk. What's failed on car 2? Rear wing. But we are creating a new rear wing. Suspension. We've only got that much. We need suspension parts. Manufacturing, we are not doing suspension at the minute. And we haven't improved that. So we're going to just keep at 4. 11 days. We don't need to rush that. 1.2. So we are absolutely designing everything at the moment. Rear wing will be finished in 4 days. So at the moment, it's looking pretty good. What do we got coming up next? It is Montreal. It is a balanced circuit. And top speed, low speed, medium and DRS is what you're going to need around here. Let's just check our car analysis for Montreal. So we are 4th for top speed, 15th for DRS though, but 5th and 4th for medium speed. So that is going to be still, I think, another good race for us as we approach round 9.